welcome to the channel. For those of you who haven't watched before, I'm Charlotta and this is the School of Pattern Cutting. In this channel we really talk about anything pattern drafting and fashion and clothes related. So we analyze fashion design and clothing so we can work out how the garments are constructed, but also what are the patterns behind it, so you can then in theory draft anything we talk about, which is what fashion is about, make your own clothes, take the power. In this video I thought I'm gonna have a look at tuxedos and men's evening wear. So hear me out, it's a bit weird because most of you are women like me and you want to wear stuff for you to wear. But what I love about the tuxedo is how it influenced designers like Yves Saint Laurent. He featured quite a lot of tuxedos, or sort of the evening shawl collar, some people call it smoking jacket, stuff like that, and he made it really feminine. He played with the whole thing. So on Saturday I'm going to do a how to drafting video on how to do a tuxedo inspired shawl collar and have a look at some Yves Saint Laurent. But today I thought I'd have a look at some proper tuxedo evening wear and see how it's actually constructed and what we can take for our own clothes, how we can adapt it so we can wear it. So this is a really beautiful it's navy, so it's a bit out there for men's evening wear, but it's a navy tuxedo and it's made out of a mohair. And you wouldn't think, because I always think of mohair as really fluffy, but I think it's mohair. And then it's got a beautiful black satin top one. And James Bond, for example, always has like a fantastic tuxedo, and it's got lots of black accents everywhere. And some of them, the classic ones, are with a shawl collar. This is a reverse collar, but I think we still have a look at how you can style it, how it's made and stuff. So it's got beautiful lining, two-tone again. And I would never attempt to make anything like this because this is made in Italy. It's got layers of construction. So you can see the facing, for example. So the facing from the collar, then you have that satin facing. And then it's got a polka dot one, and it's got beautiful little belt pipe pocket with a different lining. And let me just check if I'm right, but it's wool and mohair, which is really unusual, but it's like you can't feel it, but it's like a cloud. It's really light and beautiful to wear. So it's like a very super fine wool. And then you can see it's really tailored, and it's got another pocket with like a tiny belt or a binding, and they're stitched close, and the piping or belting is in a contrast black satin again, so it really stands out. And then you've got the collar coming up in the satin with one black satin button, and then you got the main men tailored collar in a navy. But I think that's what Yves Saint Laurent did really well, that he made stuff like that in a shawl, so when it hugs your neck as a woman and it sort of becomes more feminine. So he feminized the tuxedo but still played with the whole thing about I can't pronounce it, about how you can use men's clothing and women's wear. And it's got lovely black buttons. But what I find really interesting, because this is like a properly made evening dress coat, look at the collar construction. So it's got really visible white felting to make it really strong. So the collar itself is in a navy. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually just zigzag stitched. So we always think as board clothes are beautifully finished, but look at that. So it's got just zigzag stitching around here and top stitching. So they actually, if you're done at home, you really think, oh, I can't have zigzag stitching on show and stuff. It's really unprofessional. But look at this proper made coat. And because they think you're never gonna wear your collar down, and zigzag stitching is just the most effective way because it's really flat, it doesn't add bulk, and it doesn't fray. So something's quite interesting. I'm sure if you bought a Savile Row suit, they would make it differently, they would hand stitch it beautifully. But I was kind of fascinated if you look at something and you actually think, whoa, white felting. And they must have done it, it might even because this is Paul Smith, who's always very quirky. So it might have been better actually we do it white, so it stands out as a statement. Because there's one Savile tailor and he does the undercolor of his suit is a different color each season, and in a really bright color, so it stands out. But this is just really interested in the garment construction, and on the drafting video I'm just going to show you how to do a shawl collar version of it, which still keeps the tuxedo influence of like a contrast. It's sort of quite masculine, but you can put it on your normal bodice block pattern. And I thought I'd have a quick chat as well, because this has got padding and stuff, and I've got some old shoulder pads. I hope these are the right ones. But yeah, so this is from the late 70s. It's actually from a women's suit. It's a but it's quite interesting how they've actually hand stitched the shoulder pads. So you can buy these really awful polyester shoulder pads, which then just look like the worst of the 80s, not the best. So this is quite interesting. If you take apart clothes, you can actually see how they're hand constructed. So they got some padding, but then they also got it's like a cotton padding, and then the whole thing is encased and just hand stitched on both sides. And that way you can actually really control how big you want your shoulder to be. So even if you don't want a bulky shoulder, but you want a bit of constructions in there, rather than buying a foam shoulder pad, I would actually make my own, so you can really control. Because for example, I sometimes quite like my shoulder to be lifted, but I got quite wide shoulders, so I never want to go past it, because then I just look like I'm wearing my father's clothes. And I want to show you something else to do this evening, and how you can also, what you can use to give like a hint of evening stuff. So where is it? Too much stuff. Oh, because I was thinking these are really old cotton cuffs. And with something, if you make like a men's suit, you might just make it, because it's beautiful, really fine cotton. But you could, with your men's suit, because you could just wear it as a sort of jumpsuit without a shirt underneath. But at the same time, then it's really nice if you have just a tiny bit of white peeking out. You could actually stitch it to a lining, and then you could match it with a white little pocket square. So you sort of play around, or you could do it, for example, if you made this in a dark red, you could have a little bright red pocket square and then make a whole outfit out of it, and sort of play around with what we consider evening wear, men's wear, women's wear, which always looks fantastic, I think. So this is my chat for today. I hope you learned something interesting about evening wear. I certainly didn't know about the collar construction. And yes, if you're interested, watch our how to shawl collar drafting on Saturday, where I look at Yves Saint Laurent a bit more. But whatever you do, enjoy your drafting. If you have enjoyed this video and want to take your pattern cutting to the next level, please sign up to our free Dance Essential course. It has fantastic video tutorials and lots of diagrams. If you're interested, please click in the description below and sign up for free.